Hey guys, so a lot's been happening. I don't know if I've been making a video lately. Well, I did make some yesterday, a lot, 11 at least. So I finally kind of figured out how to do some editing. Um, it's a little bit easy, but sometimes it gets frustrating. Like when I was trying to edit some pictures, like into a slideshow, and I was trying to upload them, it wouldn't happen. So after a while, I finally figured out how to upload them by refreshing the upload thingy, and it's been working out. And also, yeah, pretty much just that. And not much. But I'm going to talk to you about. What else I'm going to talk to you about is TV shows or cartoons I used to watch as a kid. Now, when I was a kid, I used to watch X-Files, like, rarely, like, very rarely. I would actually watch fucking X-Files. It was kind of a good show, but I didn't catch on to it because of my brain. I was like, this is boring. I still haven't watched it forever. But, the only reason I would watch it is because of the aliens or something. God damn, there's a hangnail on my fucking toe and it hurts like a dick. So, the TV show, like the cartoons I used to watch as a kid were, fucking The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That show was off the goddamn hook. It was funny, it was amazing, and it still is today. When I see it, okay, so when Colin was spending the night over at my house, you seen the one video, what happened was, it came on all of a sudden on Friday, I think, Cartoon Friday. I'm not sure why they do it on Friday, but, I haven't been watching TV lately, so I don't know. But they played, I think, a pilot episode or some, I think so, pilot episode of Weird Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That show, I loved it, and I still do. Why? Well, the simplicity of it, just like how awesome and how the characters are, like Grim, the Grim Reaper, he's called Grim. He's always, I'm not gonna make fun of him or anything, but he's actually a pretty awesome character. And, Mandy is sort of a bitch. She's like Kristen Stewart, almost, except she shows only one emotion. And I remember that one episode when she finally smiled, that shit went and hit the fan. Now, Billy, yes, we have to accept that he's kind of borderline retarded, but he's a funny character. His parents are just scary. Now, pretty much I love that show. Ed and Eddie was one of my also all-time favorite shows. It's because, the three characters, Ed and Eddie. Ed with two D's. You get it. Ed with one D. And Eddie. I always loved that show, and even one time my grandpa, I think, tried to get me to watch some other show. I remember. But, I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, fuck it, let's just turn on Ed and Eddie, because I love that show. I still do. And also the movie really made me miss the show a lot more. I actually did watch it recently. I didn't watch all of it, I just watched the ending, and that made me touched. It's because we have to accept that our childhood is over. It's gone. But, Ed, this borderline kind of retarded Ed, he was a really funny character, and sometimes he was actually smart. He's, in many ways, just really one of my favorite characters from cartoon history. Also with Eddie, or Double D. People call him Double D, no one called him just Ed. Because, you get confused, like, you mean Ed with one D or two Ds? Well, two Ds. Try saying that with a straight face. Now, one of our ones, uh, Eddie, he was pretty awesome too. He was always such a scam artist. He was like just so funny, but at the same time just an asshole kind of trying to get people's money and so he could buy jawbreakers. But those physics do not count in this show because I remember one episode where the sky was actually like breakable, and it was like, like that blank screen, or that like the snow on TV, like from Polar Guys. That's how it's like, and pretty much it was just fucked up. Jimmy, Naz, Sarah, some other people were just fantastic on that show. Rolf, fucking yeah, Jimmy, and Johnny. I always get those two mixed up sometimes. Plank. I actually do have him somewhere. My grandpa made him when I watched the show. He's like right up there. Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but if I start getting emotional, please forgive me. That's because I just miss these shows a lot. SpongeBob. If you didn't watch that show, something was wrong with you. But yeah, it can get annoying after a while, but basically, yeah, that's... My grandpa got annoyed. I remember one time where I had to wake up and my grandpa wanted... I was out in my pajamas. I know it's a side story, but I'll just tell you it might get a little rough. See, we had this trailer and he was seeing if the headlights were working. The backlights, whatever, the lights. I don't know what they were called. I don't know what they're called. Tail lights. Yeah, tail lights, I think. I couldn't see them in the sunlight, right? And, well, I couldn't see him, and I was like, no, I can't see him. Then he got really fucking pissed at me, like, too pissed. Just, like, really pissed. And then, he started yelling at me. I think he called me a lot, and that was the worst recalls of my grandpa. And, when we were riding down to this one place that's near the gun range we were dropping it off. He was like, "Why don't you watch goddamn SpongeBob or whatever?" And I was just so detached away from him. I hated him because of what he did that day. I mean, I forgive him now, but still, it's just that one time it was just disruptive to my memory. Now, back on the SpongeBob thing, yeah, I used to watch it, and yeah, it can get annoying after a while, and sometimes it is really fucking stupid. But the old episodes are better, I had to say. A lot of logic there does not count. Right? Fuckface. And, see, Foster Homes for Imaginary Friends. That show was awesome. I was gonna say bomb or epic or something. But what happened was, yeah, now, when we watched that show, that Christmas special, remember the one where, there was all those imaginary Santas, and it was just where, I think Mac, was like, trying to debate where Santa's real or not. And, basically, yeah. That was a touching show sometimes. Also, Mac Blue was sort of a dick, but the characters in the show was really well put together. But now, some other shows I forgot. I really can't remember. But that show, I'll talk about the Christmas specials that happened like that. Remember the one Grandma got ran over by a reindeer? That was really touching to me too. I used to watch those all the time during Christmas. Also, some other ones. The one where that dog was trying to be a reindeer and then he went all the way to the North Pole to North South Pole, whatever, to get sand. Oh man, that's when I was into Godzilla too. You know, like Godzilla the rubber guys. No, shut up. Yeah, I used to remember that. God damn, this game annoying. And it just really touched my heart, like some of the shows. And when they ended, I was devastated. I also watch Whose Line, rarely, but I remember watching it, at least, some of it. I got into it, I watched a lot of episodes from YouTube. Mucha Lucha, that was a good show too. I used to watch it all the time. I actually got a fishing pole that had the Mucha Lucha characters on it. That's when the show was really popular. But it kind of made me mad when they canceled it. Also with Ed and Eddie and some other ones. When they played new episodes of NNA, I was like, hey, look. But then I was like, it's because I just didn't know, wait, was this played before? Because that's what confused me. And I was like, wait a second. But basically, most of the time, I just miss these shows a lot. Now we have stupid Adventures of Gumball and Adventure Time and some other bullshit. I mean, Adventure Time was kind of good for a little while, and then the show just plummeted. So yeah, tell me in the comments below if you can, what's your favorite TV show or cartoon before shows got shitty. Also watch Drake and Josh and iCarly for some point, and also Powerpuff Girls, the show that guys watch but we never admit it. Bye. Ow! I don't know, titties.